show. This one, of course, I mean, we got to keep it going with CloudMD. New acquisition, and I think that it's important to get out where we are expecting the stock to be soon. So this is not the under 5 minutes. Now, just to let you know, we do have a lot of things going on over here. And as always, we do a lot of research in order to put these videos up and all the future ones to come up. So please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Extremely important for all of us. Please go ahead and do that. Hit the like button as well. Extremely important. Once more, subscribe, and let's get on with the show. So now, for everybody out there that doesn't know who CloudMD is, I would suggest that you go to their website or look at previous videos of CloudMD. Really important company over here. They use an app. You have their spot for the Medicare card. They're working on getting into Alberta and into Quebec. They're looking for the footprint clinics. Okay, that's what they do before they open up their app. So this is very important. I mean, if once they get Alberta and they get Quebec, they'll have Vancouver, Alberta, Quebec, and they already have Ontario. So you're looking at basically, this is what makes up the population of Canada. All right, you have other provinces as well, but the major population are these ones here. All right, so very important to know. So CloudMD to acquire, Idea4, a North American leader in healthcare data integration and cybersecurity. Now, before we go there, let's just go and take a look at. I basically have already prepared this. I was looking at this over here. I was checking out the candles a little earlier. So here we have our spike when we were up above. Now, you can see that this had really, had a massive spike. All right, above $3. Then just take a look at. Hold on a second. Let's see if I can get this a little bit bigger here. Look at the amount of pressure that you had going down, all right, at this spike level. But you still had a lot of strength during that time of it going up, right? It's just because it had an extreme amount. Like if you just take a look at the candles and look at the wicks, look at some of these wicks over here. So you had your up pressure, so you had your close before, right? But it's you gotta it could have done well if it would have held, but people were taking out their profits, because once they saw the amount of pressure that was going down, a lot of these people that play spikes, they don't want to lose out on anything to do it. I mean, just look at the amount of volume when it comes to just selling out. All right. Now we get further along the way, and I mean, look at that line over here, and then look at this one. This is quite incredible, right? And if you keep on going, when you were at, see, we're still at $3 here. We're still holding strong above $3. It's really when we get to around here that we can see there's a massive pressure right over here on selling the stock. But that's just the wick itself, because if you take a look, the pressure ends up back up. So there's still a lot of pressure. And then look at the second candle right next to it. Let's see if we can make that bigger over here. So here we go. Just take a look at this. If you're open about 270, so you have your open here about 270, and then you have your close around 263. All right, but look at the amount of pressure going down. And then the second candle comes and just look at the wick here. It's a little higher, but if it wasn't for this amount of pressure, and it still goes up, I mean, you're looking at a stock that has been withstanding a heck of a lot of pressure. It has been withstanding a hell of a lot of pressure. I'll show you why on the shorts here. All right, so let's take this down a bit. Now don't forget, people, 96, it was 98% retail investors, if I remember, just a few months ago, because we have 0.5 institutional buyers in there now, and if I recall, a few months ago, it was like zero point 0.2 or something. It was like really insignificant. Even 0.5 is none, but it's better than 0.2, right? But I mean, over here, this is where it really starts to hammer in. Just the sustained pressure, right? And then you have more telehealth companies coming out. We're talking about more about all these other ones, you know, Teladoc, Babylon. You got, what was this? November. So you have Skylight Health in November, which used to be CB2. So you have all of this conversation over here, all this stuff. So people start getting, a little bit nervous. And retail investors, not that many retail investors, I mean, naturally are going to start pulling out. They're afraid. Then you have people holding the bag. They don't want to lose too much, minimize losses, maximize gains. So, don't want to lose like any opportunities elsewhere, all this kind of stuff, right? So they're getting out, and then you have, then you have some massive pressure over here. I mean, look at the volume. It's just insane, right? Yeah, just insane. And then all of a sudden, around the 20th, look at this. Look at these beautiful, beautiful candles. Especially if you're a long-term investor, these are gorgeous to watch. And that brings us back up. What is this? 9:30 in the morning. So if you take a look at this candle here on the 12:01, all right, so the 1st of December, we started out at basically 250. It's just that the pressure was so big, it tried bringing it down around 225, but ended at 232. That's pretty good. Just saying that you have to look at it in, how can I say? Because this is over the hour, right? We're taking this over the hour. So think about it over the hour. That much pressure to go down, but we're still holding it back up. And then the second wick, what you're doing is you're getting it to go back towards 240, and then it brings it back down. So a lot of pressure, sustained pressure, but we have the same thing in the opposite direction. It's a battle. We got a battle here going on. It's a real battle when you look at the candles, when you look at the wicks, when you take all of this into consideration, you're looking at a real battle. Now, if you take a look at the Bollinger, hold on, let's just make this smaller. This is, so once again, this is over three months, right? So if I take a good look around here, so if I look at the highest points, I'm not talking about the spike up, all right? I'm talking about where you see like there's like a resistance that seems like it hits it and it comes back down, it hits it and it comes back down. Well, take a look at it here. It's about 238, right? Because you have this one over here, the first one right there. If you take a look at where my X is, so right here. Then you have another one right next to it over here. So if I make them bigger, it's these two right here. All right. And then the other one, which comes right across, is going to be down here. So I'll make it smaller and you'll see. You got the other one that's right there. So we'll draw the line. We'll draw the line. Okay, so basically we have 3 points when it comes to the candles that are very important to look at. So this is the area that seems to be creating a little bit of trouble. It's around the resistance. All right, let's use a technical term. So it's at $2.3682. So let's go $2.37. Let's say you could even go 240. All right, so that seems to be the mark. What are we at now? 245. We broke through that area. Okay, 245. We broke through the area, and it seems also that it's going to increase because the volume of shorters has also decreased. Okay, so let's take a look at it. These 3 points as a resistance around $2.37. All right, It seems to be the resistance part, according to the candles. And let's go with our moving average and Bollingers. So if you're going with your moving average, you're looking at, let's make this a little bit bigger. I think that's good enough here. So if you're going with your moving average, you're looking at $2.19, all right, over time. Where my plus is. And you can see over here, according to Bollinger, you have here the Bollinger Bands. You're looking at 246, 227, let's just round it out, or $2.07. Now, the $2.07 we know has been a great support. It's been a great support at 207. So that seems to make a lot of sense over here. The Bollinger Band at the top is taking us at 246 according to what it's estimating. And then you got the one at 227, let's just say, and then you have your moving average at 219. But what also comes into play into this is, of course, the acquisition and the belief in telehealth. But you know, you have other stuff that plays inside here as well, like Mark Kohler on the 12th of the 14th, 12th of the 14th, buying up more shares, as you can see over here. All right, Mark's just been Mr. Kohler has just been buying up more and more and more. Dr. Hamza has bought in on the 11th of November the 6th. So we just keep on looking, and it's acquisition over acquisition. Over here, look at this, $960,000 October 21st by Daniel Chung Lee. Okay, let's go into Sadar here and let's go and check this out, CloudMD. So CloudMD to acquire idea for a North American leader in healthcare data integration cybersecurity. So we're talking about security technology solutions, and it's supported by the U.S. Department of Justice, U.S. Department of Homeland Security, U.S. Health and Human Services, and currently in use by the various government agencies at the federal, state, and local level. Exploit CloudMD's integration healthcare solutions, providing one digitally connected, patient-focused platform. Solution will be CloudMD's technology backbone for continued growth, implementing new technology applications, health tech solutions, and wearable devices. It's always been talking about that. You know, I mean, with the Apple Watch and all these, you know, Fitbits, whatever the hell you want to call everything. I mean, it's just, you know, you're looking at, and not only that, but when you look at what they offer in their kiosks, you know, where you could put all these things on you. I mean, this is a no-brainer. This is a great acquisition right here. Excellent acquisition. Provides immediate pathways for North American expansion and cross-selling. So you got Benchmark, and now you have this. All right, and you'll see how many states that this allows them to even get into more. We had the other one, Benchmark, I believe, was 33 states, and now you're going to have this one over here. So provides immediate pathways for North American expansion, cross-selling opportunities. Okay, establishing Nicola. So best-in-class cybersecurity features support U.S. international security standards. Excellent. I mean, you have the EMR in here, so this is great. Immediately synergistic and accretive, expecting approximately 4.1 revenue in calendar year 2020 with EBITDA margins of 36% with a strong revenue pipeline and growth opportunities. And over here, you're talking about interoperability solutions across all 50 states for clients, including U.S. Department of Justice, of course, Homeland Security, we stated all these, and national intelligence. Global legislations are evolving to ensure patients will have access to their own healthcare data and are empowering them to take control of. So what I find very, very, very interesting here, I mean, I can go through all of this, and you know, we look at a recent launch, health and wellness platform deployed first responders initially, so assist first responders, roll out to public health, professional sports, and other communities. This program will address the issues of behavioral health, including mental health and substance use. Look, what I find is that health insurance portability and accountability. Look, this is an amazing acquisition. CloudMD absolutely knows what they're doing. I mean, they absolutely know what they're doing. I mean, when you look at Canada, Infoways, Health Canada, they have friends in all the right places, you know, and I don't, you know, you got to look long term with this company. You got to look long term with this company. You know, I mean, sure, it could be a spike. It can go to like $15, $20. You can have a spike in any stock. If you can do that. Anyone, this can happen, right? It's up to you if you stay in or not. You can stay. You know, people will pull out for sure, and they'll take their profits and whatever, and then it'll go back down, and then it'll like just find a new support. That's what it's gonna do. It's gonna find a brand new support, and then it's just gonna go and increase and increase and increase because this is a long-term company. This company's not going anywhere. Sure, they might be acquired, absolutely, but it's not going to be at $2 a share. You know what I mean? I don't see this happening. Not with all the work that's gone into Dr. Hamza's life, from HealthView, and then Premier Health, and then of course naturally it becoming CloudMD. There's no way. There's too much blood, sweat, and tears. There's too much. And now you're talking about this marathon, a sprint and a marathon thing. I mean, I'm sure the poor guy's not even sleeping. His brain is probably, I don't know if you go to work all the time and then you're sleeping work, he's probably sleeping, acquisitions and strategic moves, So, look, we're talking about, they already had some stuff with the U.S. government under Premier Health, I believe it was, but this is fantastic. So let's go here and let's go look at Idea 4. So let's go into here. So Idea 4 is new health and wellness network to address behavioral health challenges. December 9th. Read more. So we have here, Idea 4's health and wellness network will provide an end-to-end solution for users to conduct daily health assessments and ability to connect to the clinician and physicians via our telehealth platform at any hour of the day within the privacy of their own home or anywhere in the world. The behavioral health crisis in our nation is going to get worse. So real-time data here, real-time intervention platform to address a crisis. When it's talking about this was because they're talking about CloudMD in this case here. The occurrence of additional depression and stress in our communities is on the rise. Mental health, okay, they're talking about what we've already known about with the mental health on the rise. So we're basically saying 1 in 5 adults in the U.S. live with some kind of mental illness, so it's above 60%. Possibly ages of 12 and older, tobacco abuse, alcohol, or illicit drugs, and 20.3 million people aged 12 and over have substance use disorders. So you're looking at this, you have, it was revealed in 2018 that overwhelmingly majority of Americans do not believe such services are accessible for everyone, and about half, 47%, believe options are limited. So we're talking about, full-time organizations and stuff like that they can't access. We're talking about the network will address behavioral health crisis among the first responders, public health professionals, kids under the age of 18, college students, and even professional athletes. So the first responders group 84 is partnering with the National Center for Prevention of Community Violence to not only enhance the value of the health and wellness solution, but also to bring officer wellness training via e-learning management system, accessible via an app. So even they have an app, NCPC, and a team managed by Bobby Kipper, successfully delivering trainings to officers over many years. So partnership will combine its strength. So we're talking about PTSD, and massive. PTSD is just massive when it comes to first responders, police, firemen, ambulance drivers, first responders of all kinds. Emergency rooms. Nurses. Any aspect of that. Even public security. So this is very important here, and so it's just saying that the addressed needs the individuals where traditional methods offering assistance have not worked. Our goal is to reach individuals not being served and cannot access and affordable as much as need behavioral health services. So it's So it's just more good news, of course, and it's just a great thing right there. So let's see what else we got going on over here. This is what I wanted to show you guys when it came to the shorters, right? So let's go back to that graph that we were looking at, and under Yahoo Finance over here, and you can see, look at all the green, look at all the volume at the bottom, and look at the spikes of the candles. All right, and look at 246. Now the dates are important. All right, so let's look at here. We had some shorters coming in here, but it started out high, so this is probably 9:30 in the morning again. Yeah, so it started out really high. All right, and then it just came to a close at basically in the same area, 219, which you have your moving average, right? So when you keep on looking at it, it just starts to rise, and this is in the beginning of December. So let's go back into this over here, and what do you have going on here is around December 15th, you have a reduction in short volume. All right, this is the summary analysis. December 15th, look at that. Short volume, instead of being here around November the 1st at 26. Let's go back. November the 1st. So around here, we keep on bringing it down. So it's saying that around this time here, this is when a lot of shorts came in, and you can see the red at the bottom accumulating, and you can see this is when the stock, I mean, it did increase at a certain point, but I mean, it just couldn't hold it, because this is when it started. And you can see the dip here. Look at how low that is compared to everywhere else it is at the top. And then you can see it starts back almost from here to here. I mean, there's an increase, there's a jump, but you can see it was unsustainable, and it comes back over here. So once again, you're looking here around November 1st. Here's December 15th. And when you go into the historical short volume data for DOC, you have December 16th, which was just a few days ago, correct? All right. You're looking at short sale trades of 9,000. You're looking at the volume here. You're looking at 5 million. Let's just round it out. 500,000. 474. If you look around November 1st, you got 12. But the few days after, you see where it was unsustainable, because that's when the volume started. The volume was like in that area, right? But look at here by November 2nd, and you can see that it's increasing. But slowly with time, around November 16th, it's slowly starting to decrease, and now November 16th, this is one of the lowest points that we've had since August 3rd. So if we go back August the 17th, and then the shorters come in, and then we have October 16th. So let's take a look at October 16th. Look at that, October 16th. So this is when it's shooting up, because look, the short volume was stopping all between here. Let's go back at those dates. Let's go back to those dates. October 9th to October 21st. So October 9th to October 21st. Look at the amount of shorters here, right? And then look at it drop. Look at the number. You're almost at 20 million down to 6, right? Then it shoots up again, and then we're having a hard time sustaining where we're at. Look at this number drop, because if you look in the beginning, when you look at July, you're seeing that it's sustainable. The growth is sustainable. It's, retail investors are coming in. It's going from 138, $1 to 138. Canaccord comes in, and it's just going up, slowly. And then the shorters start coming in around September. And then you have that, fighting game for position that's happening. And then you have October 16th, the shorters are out, probably going on to something else. And then around, you look at November 16th, right? The 2nd, I mean October, sorry, when you go to October 16th, when you see that it starts spiking, so you only have 14 million here in short trade volume. But then November 2nd, when you start seeing that it starts to tank right away and it's having a hard time sustaining, and the pressure is always trying to bring down the stock. I mean, you're getting like 67 million in traded volume on shorts, and the percentage is 27% over here. The only other time that we had that was around September, and you see basically the shorters now are realizing that this is a real stock. It's just unsustained pressure by people that are putting in money, and they actually believe at this moment that there might be a turning point for 2021. Because what's happening is that Dr. Hamza stating also in the interviews that, you know, you're looking at 7+ figures, you know, companies coming in for recurring contracts, that, you know, this 2020 was the building year, but then 2021 is going to be the year where, you know, it's going to be exciting because we're going to be able to put everything in line and, you know, just start rolling everything out. Well, everybody's listening to that, whether you're long or short or whatever. So you have here that the volume has decreased. You're seeing momentum pick up. So, you know, look, if it's anything around October 16th and that drove us above $3, you never know. You never know where this can go. We'll see. I mean, only time will tell. It's going to be an exciting week. Also, don't forget that it is Christmas. But, I mean, there is holidays too, right? It's not just Christmas. There's many holidays, right? So, what's going to happen here? I know for myself, I'm watching the stocks. That's for sure. Because if I can play something, I don't care if it's a day before Christmas. I don't care when it is. But if I see I have an opportunity to better my position in something, I'm putting it in. So that being said, I believe that people will still be watching, still be, you know, making plays. So we'll see what happens this week. It's going to be really exciting. And yeah, look, guys, you know, I can't even say it. I can't stress it more. All right, can't stress it more. This is an excellent stock. I mean, yeah, so basically that's just it. So guys, I mean, we're looking at an exciting week this week. I'm honestly like completely bullish on CloudMD, and you know, the people that are here with us at Betweenplays, we're all bullish on CloudMD. They just seem to have the right stuff, you know. I mean, doesn't matter. You go look at, I think that CloudMD is actually our first video that we've done. So of course, after there's the introductory video, but at the same time, there's the first actual video on something. I believe it's CloudMD in September, and we've never changed our tune on it. If anything, it's just we've just strengthened our position. So guys, listen, extremely bullish on CloudMD as usual. All right, because I don't see anything negative coming out. And we're gonna have other videos come up. Yeah, so we're gonna have other videos coming out, and basically, you got Between Plays under 5 minutes. You're gonna have the weekend review, and then you know you have the interviews. And as I said it before, the interviews is say here, because even you guys, honestly, if you got amazing stories to tell and you want to tell it somewhere, get in contact with us. Betweenplays@gmail.com. So we just eliminate the E's from between and just BTWN plays PLAYS @gmail.com. Here, you're gonna see it right here. Anyways, guys, weekend review tomorrow. I'll get that up, and we'll see where we're going. And bullish on CloudMD, guys. Take it easy. Montreal cap. All right, guys. No fighting. Keep it. No violence. No violence. All right. All right. Keep it easy. Keep it easy. All right. And remember to always research, prepare, execute, stay strong. And